For small acreage landowners with irrigation rights, this video will help you understand your rights, responsibilities, and best management practices for irrigating your property. In Idaho, irrigation water typically comes from natural streams, rivers, or lakes and is diverted into properties through canals, ditches, or pipelines. Water delivery is managed by irrigation organizations, which are entities that maintain the infrastructure to deliver water to fee-paying patrons and shareholders. There are two types of irrigation organizations in Idaho: irrigation districts and canal companies. You can determine your property's organization by using the Irrigation Rights Finder from the Idaho Department of Water Resources website. Type in your property address and note the organization in the Results tab at left. Contact your irrigation organization to learn about your specific rights, including your allotted amount of water, the timing and duration of water use, how and when to request water delivery. Irrigation organizations utilize ditch riders as field representatives who monitor canals, regulate deliveries, and assist water users. They are the primary point of contact for irrigation questions, so obtain your ditch rider contact information from your irrigation organization. Beginning in the spring, irrigation organizations divert water from rivers or reservoirs into canals, which branch into secondary laterals and ditches that carry water past or through your property. You will be notified when water is available, typically by mail, website announcements, or mass text. Make sure you are on your irrigation entity's contact list. To receive water, you must submit a water order by phone or online at least 48 hours in advance, following the instructions from your local irrigation organization. During your scheduled delivery window, you may use your allocated water to irrigate your property. This often requires the opening of a head gate to allow water onto your property. Head gates are usually opened with a pipe wrench or valve key. Some smaller gates are lifted. The proper opening will vary based on the size of the head gate, canal height, and restriction downstream of the head gate. So work with your local ditch rider to make sure that you're diverting the correct amount of water. When your delivery period ends, close any head gates you opened. In some areas, the delivery of water at the right time and in the right amount requires careful coordination of several head gates among neighboring properties. Maintaining good communication with your neighbors and local irrigation representative is required by law. Irrigation organizations may notify you in the fall when water delivery is going to end. As part of your contractual agreement, both the irrigation organization and you as a small acreage landowner share responsibility for proper water delivery and system maintenance. Irrigation districts and canal companies maintain and operate the channels they oversee, including removing silt, weeds, debris, and obstructions that can block water flow, removing trees that block channel access or run a risk of falling into the canal, repairing gates, headworks, siphons, culverts, canal banks, and dams to prevent leaks or collapses, repairing or upgrading canal and dam linings to reduce water loss through seepage, measuring and recording water usage for reporting and billing purposes, preventing unauthorized water diversions or tampering with gates, and enforcement of district and state rules. Some canals and ditches are maintained by irrigation organizations, and others are private. Ask your irrigation entity about any canal or ditch on your property. Regardless of ownership, landowners must regularly clear trash, weeds, leaves, and sediment that could block water flow in the ditch or canal. Notify your irrigation organization if the obstruction is too large or bulky to be easily and safely removed on your own. Do not dispose of yard waste, soil, or chemicals in the ditch. Stabilize banks to prevent sloughing or erosion. This does not include planting trees, which is prohibited, or excavating and installing retaining walls, which compromises bank stability. All irrigation channels have an easement in place that gives irrigation organizations and individual irrigators the right to cross the property in order to access, maintain, and inspect irrigation infrastructure. Refer to the Idaho Water Users Association for more information on easement guidelines. Do not install fences, culverts, driveways, or landscaping that may interfere with water movement or obstruct an easement. Landowners will not be compensated for any removal of infrastructure, including turf, that impedes access to irrigation water. All pavement, bridges, or any landscaping should only be installed in coordination with the irrigation organization. Notify the irrigation organization if you notice leaks, collapses, or unauthorized diversions. Failure to follow irrigation rules may result in reduced or suspended water delivery, fines, increased liability, or legal action. If you have further questions regarding irrigation on your small acreage property, contact your local ditch rider.